What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Anything Better podcast with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr. We got the Greek freak out there in, what is it?
Beverly Hills.
Out there, he's in Massachusetts. He's going back to the compound in Beverly Hills next week. You guys are listening to episode number 48. And I don't know. Bill, 48. Can you think of somebody offhand? I can't.
Tim Fox.
Who?
New England Patriots. Tim Fox, the great Ohio State Buckeye, one of the hardest hitting safeties during his era.
Wow, that's a good. I don't remember. I can't think of a 48.
There's got to be a great pitcher, number 48.
Eric Gagne.
Yeah, that guy
Eric
was
Gagne?
Yeah, but Eric Gagne was fucking good for a year. Then they found out he fucking.
No, that's not true. He was good for a couple of years.
Dave Stewart.
Dave Stewart, that's a good one.
Dave Stewart's a great one.
Did he pass away? Rest his soul if he did?
I
think he might have. He was on the Oakland Athletics. Great pitcher. If he didn't, I'm sorry. If he didn't pass away, I didn't know.
Torrey Hunter.
Passed away. I found out. We needed a name in our script. For a reporter. So we were just picking old Red Sox names, like obscure ones. And I picked Gary Hancock. I got his autograph in like the late 70s, early 80s. I got his autograph. He had this Tom Selleck mustache. He was a cool dude. I just saw he passed away, 61 years of age. Well, he passed away in like 2015, 61 years of age. So that's sad. Rest in peace, Gary Hancock.
Shit.
Most obscure New York Yankee that you remember. Give me a name.
Obscure meaning like just didn't matter.
Cup of coffee. Came up for a cup of coffee. You got his autograph.
Oh shit, man. My favorite Yankee was Mel Hall. He put the one leg out straight and then he leaned back. And he was my favorite, number 27. And then I heard he went to jail for something brutal, but I don't know how long he was there. So I remember Mel Hall. Never got an autograph. I never got an autograph as a kid. Well, actually, one guy named Mike Bowers. He was like, he was in the minor leagues. They called him up for a game. Everybody was psyched. He was signing autographs. I never saw the guy again, but Mike Bowers.
Well, good for him, man. If you get up to Yankee Stadium, sign some autographs, you never know if you're going to come back. Yeah, Gary Hancock, he was an outfielder when we had like Rice, Fred Lynn, and Dwight Evans. So he was having a hard time trying to get up through our system, and then he ended up with the Oakland Athletics. So he was up in the league for like 5-6 years, 7 years or something like that.
What were we talking about where we said, let's save this for the podcast? We were texting back and forth about something, and we were going back and forth. Or I think we're on the phone and we were going, and I go, oh, dude, we got to say this. It wasn't for teams that go for it all the time, was it? It was, if you were a coach, fuck, I got to remember. We were having a really good discussion on coaches. Shit. I forgot what the fuck it was, but I'm
never going to remember with my old ass brain.
I got to be honest, dude. I was talking to Bill on the phone. I know this podcast is coming out a week, but Ben Roethlisberger, dude, it did something to me where I was like, oh man, like this kind of sucked. Like I was like watching it, and then he's walking through the tunnel, and it really sucked. I remember saying to Jerry Ferraro one time, I said to Jerry Ferraro, I said, Jerry, why does the Kobe death really bug me more than other ones? And he goes, yeah, me too. And he goes, he's our age. Like Kobe Bryant and I think we're like, rest his soul, we're a certain amount. And I realized like when you grow up with something, so watching Ben, because Ben came in the league when Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning did in 2004, and then seeing him crying and waving to his family. And I'm going, I'm getting older. He's getting older. Like a whole generation of football passed me by, and like he didn't want to leave the field. He walked around with his hand out, and he went around the whole stadium, like, and stood there as kids ran out. And I was just like, dude, this is like an end of, it's sad, man. It's fucked me up.
That
actually
sucked.
It sucked.
Well, maybe the Kobe thing was his daughter, and just the whole way there was just fucking horrific. But I'll tell you, the one that got me this week was Betty White.
Yeah, rest her soul.
Betty White, I remember watching the Mary Tyler Moore show as a little boy when like they were new episodes. And now every major cast member on that show has passed away. The only person left is John Amos, who was in the background, who ended up being on Good Times, was played Mr. McDowell, or whatever, McDowell's from Coming to America, is the only guy, like, they're all, I think Ted Baxter passed away first. And then, I don't know. It just, they're all gone. One time I did Conan O'Brien. I was the comedy guest, the stand-up guest, and Mary Tyler Moore was one of the main guests, and she walked by, things, she smiled, walked in. I was like, hey. So I got to meet her for a second. And I saw one time I did a voiceover, and Ed Asner was there for something else. So I was like, oh my God, that's fucking Lou Grant.
Wow.
I don't think I saw anybody else from that show. But that's the thing, where like that in like bands. There's like bands I listen to now where all the members are dead. And like when I was a kid, they were all alive, except maybe like Jimi Hendrix, where all three of them are dead. But Jimmy was, he died when I was like 2. But like, yeah, that kind of becomes,
It just
brutal.
It's brutal because it just really shows how like a guy that you see in the pocket scrambling, ducking or throwing thing, you're like, he's gonna, he's been there 18 years. Then you're like, no, he can't do it anymore.
Well, that's the first thing. The first thing is you see athletes retire. And you're like, wow, man, I'm old enough to be like a has-been, a former great in the NFL, right? And then you get to the point where they actually die. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's why Tom Brady, being the age he is, makes a lot of guys in their 40s go, I'm still young, man.
I know what we were doing. What we were doing. We were looking up quarterbacks that played who the starting quarterbacks were when he first started out. It's just, obviously they're all gone because he's the oldest quarterback in the league. But I think you could go all the way to like the mid 2000s. And there's like a couple of guys like Big Ben. After Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees and all of those guys left over the past couple of years, Eli, Peyton back in like 2015, 2016, like that whole class of people, just gone. And there's not even like a Steve DeBerg type of guy, clipboard guy hanging around, a Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah, I think out of 32 NFL teams, every generation has the 8 to 10 guys that stick, but 5 of them are like legends, like the Favres and the Peytons and the Drew Brees, dude. What's his name is coming up on over double digit years and won a Super Bowl and went to 2 is your boy Russell Wilson, man. Like he's been a staple that he's a great quarterback.
I love that guy. Oh, that guy would get so many more props if he didn't play way up in the corner there. Playing in Seattle, man, I'm telling you, you got to be like Ken Griffey Jr. level for people to even notice. Especially like on the East Coast where like so much of the shit gets churned out. It's like we're in bed by the time they're playing those late night baseball games and hoop games and shit.
All right, I got one for you. If you had to guess, what is Sneaky Pete's next move?
If I had to guess, his next move is to beat the fucking Arizona Cardinals and to hold on to his job.
Oh, you think he's staying as a coach there? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the problem is. They saying Russell wants to leave, but I mean, I felt like he kind of would have. That's kind of died down. Is he a free agent after this year?
Yeah, but I mean, all directions are he wants out. I think he said there's 3 or 4 teams he'd like to go to. I think, dude, I'll tell you what's weird is Aaron Rodgers just keeps alluding to the fact that he's done there. He's like, it's been great. And they're like, yeah, but you love playing there. And he's smirked. He was on Pat McAfee and he smirked and he goes, I love football. And they were like, they started laughing and he's like, no, I just love playing football. But
wait, I thought they gave him some big ass contract.
No, he didn't take it. He declined it. He declined it. So I think he's going to do the LeBron, going back to Cleveland, winning one, and then being like, all right, thanks, but that's what I think. But who knows?
I mean, going back to Cleveland, winning one. He's been with the Packers the whole time. Where's he going back to?
No. Like, I think winning. I think after they had that little thing, and then he went back. Because he said he wants out this year. He said he didn't want to play this year. He was calling teammates, going, I'm out. And they were like, did everything for him. And he's like, all right, I'll play one more year, but I'm not taking the contract thing. So I think he's just I think regardless, win or lose, I think he's gone. But yeah, maybe the LeBron James thing was a bad analogy.
And Russell Wilson's up in 2024.
His contract. Yeah. But no, he could get out though. He could get out with a trade. If he says he wants a trade or whatever. Some bad teams have two picks in the NFL draft, but I don't know. Like,
where would he go? I mean, are there that many good teams to go to? If Russell Wilson's going to be New York, who
he wants to go, his first choice reported on Ian Rappaport just reported he wants to go. He wants to play for the Giants, and the Giants are in fucking disarray.
Man, go fuck yourselves. You fucking pussies. I fucking can't. I fucking hate you goddamn big market fucking douchebags. It's just everybody's a fucking Instagram athlete. I want to go where all the media is. You guys should have to sit in the cesspool of shit that you fucking created. Same as the fucking Lakers, and they never have to pay for their sins. Everybody wants to go fly out there and bang fucking who's the boss chick or whatever the fuck's going on out there. It's fuck the Giants.
Yeah.
That fucking annoys the fucking shit out of me. God forbid a team in New York and LA goes 5 years and they suck because they made the wrong moves before some free agent who wants to get an Aqua Velva contract comes riding into town to save your fucking lives.
Well, I don't think he's going to save our lives.
When's the last time somebody goes, I want to go to Buffalo and maybe finally get them their first fucking... They don't.
No, dude, they have
Nobody
guys that...
jumps on a fucking private jet to go negotiate with Cincinnati.
No, what's funny is agents said that some of their clients give them cities they won't go to. They're just like, I'm not going to Jacksonville. I'm not fucking going to Buffalo.
Didn't Eli start that? When they said, we're not going to San Diego, I want to go to the Giants? I mean, that was the first.
No. John Elway wouldn't go to the Colts.
John Elway was I remember that. Yeah.
John Elway wouldn't go to the Colts, but he wasn't wrong. They were a shit organization. And he was just like, I'm not going to all of those Cleveland Brown quarterbacks that fucking, and Joey Harringtons, those types of guys that went to these awful fucking teams. And who knows what they would have done. You just go into a terrible franchise with no offensive line, and you spent a three-year NFL career, and you're fucking back on AstroTurf back then. So John Elway was smart. Eli Manning was smart. Or was it Drew Brees? No, Eli.
No, it was a flip-flop.
Started with
Rivers.
the Chargers.
It was Phillip Rivers and Eli got drafted. Rivers to the Giants, Eli to the Chargers, and they just for something out of Eli was like, I'm not playing. There was some reason Eli didn't want to go there, but the Chargers granted him whatever, which I don't know why.
Yeah, Archie got involved in that.
But what if the Chargers just said no? He's our pick. Like
Kobe Bryant did that with the fucking Charlotte Hornets. I'm not playing for those guys. And the NBA goes, all right, where do you want to go? LA.
Hey, man, listen, it's really tough, though, to go to.
Jesus, Paul.
No, dude, it's got to be hard for a guy to go to LA with his family and see palm trees and a beach and be like, fuck, all right. You guys are sitting in fucking LA, right? It's like, it's dope. It's a fucking,
I would rather be back on the East Coast. This is just where this business is. Dude, LA is not dope. LA is one of the hardest fucking cities you're ever going to live in.
Well, you're
LA
right.
Fucking.
I don't shit on it, though. I don't shit on it. Like, I like it in the doses I go out there. I'm like, dude, this is like, I can
tell what the lyric that I have a problem with is the New York one. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. That's not true. The amount of New York comics that move out to LA and fucking come back with their tail between their legs back in New York is I've run out of like notebook paper to write those fucking names down. LA is fucking brutal. LA is a great place if you're working. If you're not working, dude, that sun beating down on your head every day becomes like Groundhog Day. There's no weather. You just sit. It's like time has stopped and you're getting older. It's a bizarre place, dude. It's a really bizarre. It is still a great place, but like it is not. Dude, it's like when they fucking show New York. What do they got? You're going to the Statue of Liberty. When was the last time you went to the fucking Statue of Liberty? Field trip in 5th grade?
No, I went with my son's field trip like 3 years ago. And we went to Ellis Island. Which is pretty cool. But I mean, if an 18-year-old kid goes out there and he bangs a movie star, it's like, all right, I'll play for the Clippers.
No, I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's really, I don't know. Free agency is something that needed to happen, but just like unions needed to happen, but eventually the abused becomes the abuser.
But isn't it dope, Bill? Isn't it dope to be the guy that goes to the Buffalo Bills and fucking the Bills are the shit? And you got that whole Buffalo. Dude, when the Buffalo Bills made the playoffs last year, the bus showed up. The entire city was like at the airport crying, and they didn't win shit, but they were all there. It was like fucking when Michael Jackson, rest his soul, like showed up to Asia and people were fainting. That's what it was. And I'm like, there's got to be something cool about being the star of that team, being the star of those small markets. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine that level of fame? Somebody sees you when they lose consciousness. I don't think I was blessed with those looks.
If somebody just fucking fainted.
I mean, I would burst out laughing. If somebody saw me and fainted, I would fucking burst out laughing. Or I would be totally weirded out. I'd be like, what are you doing? I fucking flunked everything in high school and I drink root beer. Get up off the ground. You're making an ass of yourself.
So listen, there was a tweet today that the Post put out, and it says, and then I retweeted and said this. It says that a study showed a celebrity obsessed people are less intelligent. New study boldly claims. And then I wrote, I mean, did they really need a study to figure this out? Because it's like, if you give a fuck what gym Scarlett Johansson is working out in, and that's like shit you talk about, there's no way on an
who people are dating. I've always found that fascinating.
Dude, if I ever went out on a date when I was single and the woman sitting next to me was like, oh my God, did you hear about Will and Jada Pinkett Smith? I would instantly be like, this is over. This is fucking over.
You know what's funny? My wife was so excited when Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez got back together. I go, really? She goes, I love them together. I love them. I love them as a couple. I think that's like a woman thing. They get into like the romance and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah. Plus, like, it was probably like a nostalgia thing too, because she saw that when she was in New York and it was all that shit. And then it's back.
I was into a celebrity couple. When I was a kid, I was into something. When Lee Majors was with Farrah Fawcett, I thought that was I was like, oh my God. She likes him. Like, I didn't even, like, that was before the internet. So as a kid, like, you didn't even really know what sex was. It was like, she hugs him and kisses him. Like, you didn't even know what's going on. And he was this $6 million man.
That's great.
And he was with Farrah Fawcett. I was just like, what the fuck? That one I was into. I think that was probably the last one that I gave a shit about. Fuck, I'm old. I'll tell you, I remember when Ginger Rogers got with Cary Grant. That really got my knickers in a bunch. My first
crush ever, I was like 8 or 9, was remember Growing Pains, which was a Tracy Gold. It was Kirk Cameron's sister. It was Kirk Cameron's sister in Growing Pains, and I was like 8 or 9, and she was the sarcastic smartass who would just come in the kitchen and start breaking balls and all that shit. And she had the puffy hair, and I remember being like, "Yo, man, I gotta get with her." I was like 8. I was like 8 or 9. She was literally, dude, she was like my imaginary
already
girlfriend.
Shaving. I just picture you already shaving. One of those early puberty kids.
No, first shave I had, I was like, it was like peach. I was like 13, 14. I had.
All right, dude, I can go literally show for show, and I'll tell you who my crush was when I was a kid growing up.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Charlie's Angels was Kate Jackson, also from The Rookies.
Okay.
Facts of Life. At first, I was into Blair. Then I got into Joe. I thought she was cool because she rode a motorcycle. Just had nice teeth. Different Strokes. I like Janet Jackson. I didn't give a fuck about Janet when she was on, what was it? Good Times, when she was Penny. But when she was like Charmaine or whatever.
I don't remember her on Good Times.
No, not Good Times. Different Strokes. On Good
Oh,
Times.
okay.
The lovely Nia, everybody. We're talking sports out here. We're talking about childhood crushes on TV shows.
Oh, I'm not here.
8 is Enough. Elizabeth, the chick with the straight hair. I think that was. Dude, I'm naming shows you don't even fucking know.
No, I remember 8 is Enough. Was that that wasn't was it
That was Dick Van Patten.
Dick Van Patten, yeah.
Yeah, he like, I don't know. He banged this chick 8 times, and she had, like, I think she died with the final childbirth after 8 kids, and then they brought the other woman in. Or maybe he killed her. They never really explained it. And then he kind of had a younger, hotter, like really younger, hotter wife on that show.
First actress I whacked off to was Edith Bunker. I'm kidding. Oh, Archie.
I had granny issues. You know, it was funny. I never got into the woman on that show. She was always whining.
Yeah.
Ellis Struthers.
Yeah, I wasn't into her.
Oh no, you're talking. That's Family Ties, right?
On Alice.
Oh, I'm
Alice,
thinking the Tina Yothers. I'm sorry.
Tina Yothers. No, I liked the Bateman. What was her name? Justine Bateman. Oh, she was beautiful. And then
a director.
Then we just on and that show Alice with Flo and Vera, Stow It Dingy with Mel's Diner. You never saw that one? I used to like Alice.
Dude, what about like sitcoms that weren't like that? Because, dude, I remember watching them with my grandmother, rest her soul, my yaya, my Greek grandmother. And I told you, we talked about this before, mentioning Betty White, rest her soul. But we watched a ton of Golden Girls. But, dude, I watched Mr. Belvedere. Remember Hanging with Mr. Cooper with Mark Curry?
I never saw an episode, and that show was on forever.
Dude, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. He was like a coach, right? He was a basketball coach.
Yeah, Mark Curry, still lights out comedian. He came into the store a few years ago, and that guy's still got it.
No, dude, he toured with Cat Williams. Dude, Cat Williams does something no comedian I've ever seen or heard of does. First of all, his show is like 2.5 hours. Because my buddy opened for it. My buddy hosted it. Dude, he brings 4 national headline monsters that have been doing it 20, 30 years and has them all do like 25 minutes. It's literally like a show of
what is left by the time he gets up?
Dude, like Mark Curry, what's the guy? Reds. Oh my God. There was another guy. Dude, like, and I saw the list and it was like that guy. And then I heard he comes out like an hour and 15 minutes after the show starts and fucking just like, it's like, I was like, holy shit. And Mark Curry was one, and I heard he killed. I heard Mark Curry fucking kills still.
Yeah. No, Cat Williams is like, that guy's one of the best guys to ever do it. I don't think people understand that. And also, like, he's still one of my favorite actors too. Fuck, my phone's gonna die. That That one, who's goddamn white baby? Is that fucking scene? And you know that was so much of that was
improv.
They had the premise, and that was just off the top of his head. That guy is fucking brilliant, man.
Yeah, no, for
Brilliant.
sure.
I'm gonna have to sit on the floor of it and plug in my phone or.
Mr. Belvedere, wasn't Bob Euchre in Mr. Belvedere?
Yes, he was.
Jesus Christ! I can't believe that got canceled. When you have a career 230 hitter as part of your fucking cast.
It's Helix, everybody. Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the
You have to be smart.
mattress for you. Why? I'm smart. Why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? Doesn't make any sense, does it, Bill?
Well, maybe if you're stalking them and you want to lay in their indentation, just get super creepy.
That's why I don't like Airbnbs. We'll get into that in a second. With Helix, you're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect for the way that you sleep. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling if you sleep hot, and even Helix Plus mattresses for you plus size sleepers.
Big boys. They call that mattress the peach cobbler. And then you pour yourself in. You're the a la mode right on top.
I took the Helix quiz and I matched with, I got a medium firm because I have a screwed up back. And it changed everything. It really helped my back, helped my legs and all that stuff. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz, you order the mattress that's, matched to you, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again. Helix is awesome, but you don't need to take my word for it. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ Wired magazine. Just go to helixsleep.com/better. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz and they'll match to you customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out 100 nights risk-free. 100 nights you get to sleep in this thing. They'll even pick it up from you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix is offering up to $200 for all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/better. That's helixsleep.com/better for up to $200 off and 2. It's BetterHelp, everybody. What interferes with your happiness? Is something preventing you from achieving your goals? BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You know what? It's worked for me. I love talking to somebody, and this way makes it really easy. Connect in a safe and private online environment so it's convenient. You can start communicating under 48 hours. All right. It's not a crisis line. It's not a self-help. It is professional consulting done securely online. Send a message to your
somewhere in between self-help and I'm going to kill myself right now.
Right in the middle.
He's having a bad couple of weeks, man.
Send a message to your counselor anytime. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you could schedule a weekly video or phone session.
Anytime. I'm picturing the therapist out at the bar. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're going to be okay.
George again?
Send.
Just end it, George. I'm in fucking Aruba.
She's a whore. Move on.
She doesn't like you.
And I'm starting to understand why. You're really needy.
That's fucking great. You'll get a timely and thoughtful response. Plus, you could schedule weekly video and phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional online counseling, and financial aid is available. The service is available for clients worldwide. Find the particular exercise that you need online. Don't limit yourself to the counselors located near you. Licensed professionals and counselors who specialize in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief, self-esteem. Oh, the list goes on. Anything you share is confidential, confident, professional, affordable. Check out the testimonials posted daily on the site. And again, it's not a crisis line. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp. They are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/anythingbetter. That's betterhelp.com/anythingbetter. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/anythingbetter for 10% off your first month.
All right, here we are. I'm in the bunker. My wife's laughing at me. What do you want from me?
You look like you're being held hostage and you got to make a video for your family.
I know. You are a professional comedian. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, I just don't show people my house. You ever saw that? Don't fuck with cats. All they see is one little chip of paint on the wall, and next thing you know, you're getting arrested for something.
That's fucking hilarious.
What was so funny? Don't fuck with cats, but people just can go missing and just nobody gives a shit. And this guy was like sticking cats in like plastic bags and vacuuming all the air out and just letting them die. And these cat lovers got so fucking mad. They like, we're gonna find this fucking guy, and they did. And he was just like a lot of serial killers, where he started out with animals and then moved up to people.
Dude, that documentary freaked me out.
What animal would you start with, and what person would you kill?
I mean, I can't. I shot a bird when I got a pellet gun 13, and I cried like a baby. And I don't go hunting. I can't do it.
That's a bird, man. They don't even have hands. I mean, how can they defend themselves?
Nah,
right?
Dude, it was beautiful, dude. Blue jays. Like, you ever see a fucking cardinal, a blue jay, man? It's like, I don't like killing anything, dude. I don't like killing it. My wife is like, we saw a big spider in the house. I mean big.
This is hilarious. I don't like killing anything. Every time I go out for a meal, you get the veal.
No, I mean, but listen, it's already, I'm doing it a disservice. You know, I'm not going to let the thing die for nothing. Thing's in the freezer. If you look at
nobody, you're making them have to make more veal by you eating it.
Dude, I have it like twice a year.
I saw a guy fucking go to the supermarket. He had a fish tank and he was looking for a new pet. He saw the fucking live lobsters and he took the thing home. And he had it as a pet, dude. So he takes the rubber bands off and he takes the little peg thing out that they have. And it couldn't even open its claws because they atrophied, because they stay like that. Like same thing, you get frozen shoulder. He had that with his claws. And he fucking had a little rubber tube and he'd stick it in there and the thing would open and close, doing like rehab with it. He started feeding it. He brought it back to health. They're really, really interesting little animals. And I already didn't eat lobsters. That whole shit where they boil them alive and they go, oh, they don't feel it. How the fuck do you know? You don't speak lobster? Dude, you boil anything alive, it feels it. How does it, what do you mean it doesn't feel it?
You know what they do a lot now is they take a knife and they stick it on the back of the head and they, right before they drop it in.
That's what I've been saying forever.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. You had been talking about that on the podcast. A couple of people were sending in other videos of them killing lobsters.
To whack the fucking thing and then two behind the ear, two behind the head, and then you throw the thing in the fucking. Dude, I was talking to Brett Ernst yesterday, and we were crying laughing because we know this Italian dude who doesn't know how to. It's real too. He doesn't know how to take how somebody said something to him. So he's one of these guys, dude. We were crying. He's one of these guys that like, yeah, you know, he said I had a beautiful family. It's how should I take that? Like, he didn't know. Like he would always look for the fucking, like, was there disrespect, or like he would always have to go to the bathroom. And one comic said something to him. I can't mention the name, but people know him. He was in a green room in, I think in Philadelphia. And this comic was like, look at you, man, good looking Italian kid. He goes, look at you, man, good looking. That's why you're getting these gigs or something. So he goes, you know, I had to excuse myself. I had to excuse myself. I went to the bathroom and I said, listen, I'm going to fucking smack this kid. I just don't, you know, I don't know. So then he finally went over there and he said to the guy's name, I'll tell you after. He goes, yeah, I need to talk to you for a second. He totally freaked the other guy out. And he goes, you know, I took what you said as disrespect and it was really fucking the other guy. The other guy goes, and here's the best part though. The guy that he did it to was being a fucking dick. Was being a fucking asshole. And I know the dude, and he's a passive aggressive cocksucker. And Bill, when I tell you who it is after, you're going to be like, oh shit. And this kid the kid is way too in tune with it. He's way too in tune with the passive aggression. So he had to like walk away.
He fights every battle.
He fights every battle. Instead of just being like, I'm never going to work with that guy again. That guy's a passive aggressive asshole. He's just like, I didn't really appreciate how you said that to me. And the guy goes, no, man, I'm sorry, but the guy that did it's a dick and never been called out like that and fucking totally shut down.
You know what's great too is he doesn't go around carrying shit. That fucking guy, you know what he did to me 3 years ago? You know what the fuck he did? He doesn't have any of that.
Yeah, see, I have that. That's what I do. I'll call you.
You do that? I thought you were pretty good. I do that. I'll tell you, Paul, you know, I told you about my week. You know, my favorite fucking expression out there, other than my ass hurts on a hardwood floor, is no good deed goes unpunished.
Yes.
I'm telling you right, that is one of the truest fucking things in the goddamn world. No, you try to do something nice for somebody, the amount of fucking assholes that come out of the woodwork and just start giving you fucking, why'd you do it this way? Why don't you do it that way? I swear to God, Paul. I swear to God, man.
No.
No more. I'm done with that shit.
You know what? You're a car dealer off his shift.
Yep. I'm done.
You're a car dealer off his shift, dude. You can't.
Yep.
And here's the other thing. You do a good deed for somebody and you think that there should be no grief. There should be no grief. But no.
Yeah, you know what I find ends up happening, Paul? You're talking to their lawyers. It's fucking unbelievable the amount of times that has happened to me. Trying to do something nice for somebody. It is just fucking, I'm just done with it. I'm done with it.
Can I tell you something though? And I don't mean to be disrespectful. You're going to call me.
Well, I don't think I like how you began this question. You're
going to call me after the podcast. That thing you said, I don't know how to take it. No, but I would go as far as to say you're almost too generous. You're such a generous dude that like, listen, I think I'm a nice guy. Okay, I'm a nice fucking guy. You are the type of guy where I go like, I'll be like,
know me. They say, hey, Paul, you're a nice guy.
You've done shit where
I don't know how to take that. What do you mean? I'm stupid? Stupid nice?
I'm naive? What am I, fucking naive? No, you do shit sometimes for people that I'm even like, wow, man, that's like, I mean, above and fucking beyond. And then it just rages. What?
Jerk off.
No, you're not a jerk off. You're not a jerk off. That because there's the other saying. What's the other saying? You know the one. I lost it. You know the one though. Like what goes around comes around. Good. You know.
What? How does it go, Paul?
You know what goes around. When a good person does something.
No, you have it. You have it. You just don't have confidence. You're saying it right. Say it.
What goes around comes around. That's one, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
You finally have it. Yeah.
And karma is a thing. So it's just like, I believe in all that. I believe in all that.
Paul, you were crushing the book report, and then I realized you only read half the book. Hey, you know, what goes around comes around, and, karma is the thing. So stitching times, it's going to save you a few minutes.
Sticks and stones may break start going into younger ones.
But I also can make a house, but I'm not a pig.
But the best one I heard
coming up my fucking stone driveway, I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking head.
But here's the best quote. Oh, his phone went. What's the
wait, how do I do this? Decline. All right, go ahead.
There's a quote. My favorite quote, one of my favorite quotes, is the guy that says, people fail at give up their dreams for what they want now. Fuck, I fucked it up. I got to figure it out.
My
Andrew.
wife is dying laughing listening to you right now.
No, it's the fucking.
Another favorite saying of yours, Paul, that you can't quite remember.
Hold on. I got to get this one.
It's like what they say, those teachers that do that stuff can't do it if they really wanted to.
Sound like one of the Bowery Boys.
No, wait a minute.
Like he's on The Sopranos. You know what? Sopranos, where they're always messing up the sayings and they're mispronouncing words.
Damn it. It's really good, though. It's a good one. It's like
remember it, man. I'm telling you, your head would be spinning right now.
No, it's perfect,
Well,
actually.
Let me hear your top 5 sayings.
My top 5 quotes.
Whatever. I just want to hear you say them because you.
Well, my favorite quote, John Wooden, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. That's my favorite one. The other one is, the best thing a father can do for their children is love their mother. That's another really epic one. But then this one here about the dreams thing, I got to find it. I got to find. What's yours? I like what goes around comes around too. That's a good one.
I just love you. You always nail the first 2, and then it just gets real vague after that.
I'm gonna find this right now.
They would do unto you. Stitch in time saves 9, and look both ways because one man's beefcake's another man's hamburger there. Thanks, Paul.
Oh God, the guy on ESPN said it, dude. It's driving me nuts. I gotta find it. I said it the other day, but it's perfect. It's basically like people aren't looking at the long game. It's like they're giving up on things just because of like what they want now. They're doing it quicker than that. And I'll find it and I'll
big course do.
What's that?
Marry some old wrinkled up dude because they want all the money now. And then they just sit there praying the guy's going to die. And then he does it. And then they have to go downtown again on that wrinkled mess.
Did you see that Jeffrey Bezos picture? Did you see, Andrew, can you pull that up?
God.
Dude, Andrew, can you pull
what I want to write under that? What I want to write under that picture? Find the predator. Like, which one? He looks like a creep. And what is she doing with that old man?
He looks, like it almost looks like a Halloween like night. Like they're
like on Burgundy night. You think he's wearing a man girdle?
like man spanks? No, dude.
I tell you something. If he just threw a nice sport coat over what he had on, he would have looked so much better. Oh.
The glasses being heart-shaped is brutal.
He looks like Jason Statham's grandfather.
I think it's Statham, but yeah. Listen, Bill Burr may say I fuck up sayings. Bill has fucked up names. Jason Statham. I mean, you.
What's his name?
His name is Jason Statham.
What'd I say? That's what I said.
Statham. I didn't hear it's not.
Whatever. He's worth $100 million. I'm sure he's all right. I'm a fan. I'm a fucking fan. Lock, stock, and 4 smoking barrels. Right? He's in that, right?
No, it's not that.
It's 2 smoking
that.
barrels.
No, he wasn't in that.
A Guy Ritchie movie. He did.
Yeah,
You like Dags?
isn't it 2?
You like
Snatch.
Dags?
No,
Whatever.
yeah, he was in. He wasn't in that one though. That was Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, I know.
Bill called my cousin Vinny Uncle Vinny's.
I literally forget movies the second I'm done seeing them.
Mariano Rivera was Manny Rivera for 3 years.
Jason Statham was in that movie, Paul. He was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and Johnny Depp was absolutely Johnny Depp was not in that movie.
I rebooted it. I gave him 4 Smoking Barrels.
Oh, Johnny Depp was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's like yeah. It's different.
All right, you know.
I mean, what was that movie I called The Last Days of Dracula?
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, it's Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah. I called it The Last Days of Dracula.
My God.
Dude, the amount of times I accidentally make my wife laugh her ass off as I'm trying to remember the names of movies and the people that were in them. I just can't fucking, it's so stupid. If you fucking catch a screen pass in 1980, I still remember your name. But I'll watch you for 2 hours in a movie theater. It's just old brain. You can't remember stuff.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. The movie name thing that you messed up. You had a couple doozies. But actor's name, no, because sometimes you'll take 2 names and put it as one, like Manny Rivera. You were clearly thinking of Manny Ramirez and Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of. It's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Not the brightest bulb, Paul.
Hey,
what goes around comes around, you know? It just does.
Bill, karma's a thing.
You know something? I've never really thought about what goes around comes around. Is it like a boomerang? Like kind of like what you throw out there comes back around?
Yeah.
What you put, I never, like so much shit. I've never thought about it.
Really?
Will you stop looking at it with your superior?
Leaving.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Yeah.
No, come over here. Do a guest spot. Come on, pull up some hardwood floor over here.
I want to bust in on your podcast there.
No.
Hi.
No. Hey. How are you?
I'm not gonna. This is
Okay, all right. You don't want to do it. Yeah. She's a woman. They have
sit on the
floor, chairs and a fucking table and a microphone.
Oh wow, chairs! I really got these high standards asking for a chair, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't want to sit on a hardwood floor, Bill.
Wedged between 2 pieces of furniture. No, thank you.
You know? Hey, I'm earning fucking money over here. So we can have bologna sandwiches, all right?
It's like a jerk off, all right?
That was a good one. What goes around does come around, though.
Yeah, go order the sandwiches because I gotta punch up a script after.
Go order the sandwiches. That was fucking the most Italian I've ever heard you. Go order the sandwiches.
Yeah, they always want to go somewhere. They want to go somewhere and make something that should take 20 minutes, take 2 fucking hours.
Yeah.
It's unreal. You want to go out to lunch? They got a great little seating area.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever do something that came back? Do you ever do something bad and it came back to you?
Yeah.
You have
other than that, or God hates me. Had a lot of bad days.
No, I mean mimic. I mean like mimic what you did. Like I remember doing stupid shit like breaking into cars, and then I come out when I lived in Queens and my car was broken into, like shit like that.
You broke into your own car. Goes around, comes around.
I was so guilty that I went outside.
Well, this guy also has a beautiful 1994 maroon. Oh fuck! This is my car. I mean, I'm sure something. I don't fucking know. I just like every day, Paul. Every day there's just shit coming your way. Yeah. Is it because of shit you did last week, or is it because that's just how life is?
I would say not the latter. I would say that there is something going on.
Oh yeah, and that's based on what, Paul? Vibes.
Yeah, man. I've had things happen where I'm like, that's hard to explain. Other than I believe in coincidence only so far. my brother lives in Idaho on the border of Washington State, like 20 minutes away from like Spokane. And they took a trip out to Montana and they showed pictures and stuff. Like, dude, that is like the idea, the pleasure I get thinking about me sitting in a cabin in Montana fishing with no fucking any devices is amazing. And I want to do that with my wife one time. You know, I would do that.
Yeah.
I've become a go near the ocean or go in the country type of guy. I am New York City. I was there last night. I got out of the car. I mean, granted, it's a ghost town because of what's going on there now, but I just looked around and I was like, I did this. I lived here for a while. I always come. I'm done with cities, man. I love being away, and I'm starting to really love the ocean more. So we got to get a cigar shop. We got to get a cigar shop and a pizza parlor. Paulie's, listen, this is the Paulie's Pizza Parlor, and we got to come up with the name for the smoke shop next to each other, and just getting top quality cigars. Okay, what did you say? You want to do a little barber shop too?
Yeah, a barber shop, and then legal masseuse. No fucking horse. No horse. You got to keep the whores away.
Legal massage. Yeah, dude, we will.
Some old Russian woman that just beats the shit out of you. And you can then put your hand above and open the cupboard again. Raise your arm up.
The question is where we go.
And no Davidoff cigars.
No Davidoff.
No, because if you get them, you got to take their whole, they make you buy their whole line. That's why when you go into some of those, I hate those fucking Davidoff ones, because you go in and 80% of their product is going to be those fucking Davidoff cigars. And Davidoffs are good, but they a couple, 2, 3 are good. But I don't want to, I like a variety.
Shout out to my boy Josh in Australia, who sent me 10 of the best cigars in the world. The greatest companies, the Cubans, they're fucking, and I got them. And when I come out to LA, I'm giving a couple to you. We'll smoke it. But dude, I don't care what anybody says. People are like, oh,
I don't care what they say about you, bitch.
Cubans aren't as good. Cubans are overrated. They're not. I just had a Hoyo de Monterey that was fucking. It was.
I'll tell you, no, because they're smoking fake ones. I'll tell you what's overrated. Overrated is finding a real Cuban. It's so goddamn annoying. I actually have a theory, Paul. I think that Cuba only gives certain countries the real Cubans. Like, right. I think England, I think Israel gets them. People who have skin in the game and who will fuck you up if they don't like what you're doing. Canada, they don't get the real ones.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
Oh, wow.
The supply can't match the demand. That's why there's so many fake ones out there, because it's not even all of Cuba. It's just a certain little square patch of that is the perfect longitude, latitude, weather to grow tobacco, and that's why it's so flavorful and so good. Okay, and that little patch has to basically supply the entire world's cigar smokers.
I like that theory. I think you're right about that. By the way, man, I got these new ones sitting in a humidor that I got. I haven't smoked a cigar since November 6th.
Paul, I haven't not smoked a cigar since September 29th.
I'm on 8 weeks. And my throat, I'm just clearing my throat. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Atlanta this week. I'll be at the Punchline this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm going to Falcons Saints. And it matters for the Saints.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to Falcons Saints. I've never been in that stadium.
That's a great one.
Dude, all the years I've been going to Atlanta, I've never had a chance to go to a game. And I'm going to see the Falcons play the Saints. And it matters for the Saints. The Saints need to win. So I'm gonna go see that, and I will be smoking.
I'm not saying all of Canada's cigars are fake. I'm saying the Prime Minister gets the real ones. I think Montreal will get some real ones. Toronto. You start getting out into those, satellite cities, you really got to know where the fuck you're going. I really think there's only that's a good thing. Andrew, look up what percentage of Cuban cigars are fake.
That
versus
fucking,
what percentage of Hollywood people are fake? Let's see which is higher.
that fucking blackface wearing fucking prime minister over there doesn't deserve a Cuban.
What the fuck did I do? Who are you talking about?
Justin Trudeau, he means.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get out of this now.
He's the guy. He's the guy. Can you hear us or no?
I can't. Oh, there it is. Oh, geez.
He's the guy.
Can you see me right now, when that shit happens, can you see me?
No. Now I can.
No.
No, Justin Trudeau. He's the prime minister or whatever, the president of Canada. And he's the one always like heading the marches and the protests. And he's like this, you know, this far left equality thing. And then like they have all these things of him in blackface. And then he was like mortified. I'm sorry. You know, it's like he did it like multiple times. That guy shouldn't be smoking a fucking Cuban.
Well, can I ask you a question?
90%.
Because 90% are fake?
I see that in two different articles.
That's high, dude.
90%.
That's high.
Dude, that's been my experience. 90% of them don't smoke. 90% of them don't. They're fucking fake, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about like the size of a couple of football fields. It's got to supply the whole thing. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And they'll charge you $50 a stick. You're much better to just go with a nice Nicaraguan or a Cuban leaf or a Cuban leaf, a Connecticut leaf. Like, I'm telling you.
What were you
Dude,
going to
I
say?
would rather just sit down and smoke a nub than sit down and fucking sit there and pay $50 for a goddamn Cuban and then sit there and be like, is it real? And then you start to light it, and then they got all these websites. Oh, yeah, you can tell, like, dude, this is what this, I don't understand, too, what they're saying, like, the band. You got to know what the real band looks like. It's like, well, the counterfeiters are going to know what it looks like, unless you get some easy guy.
I think the smell, right when you light the smell, I've always felt like it was different. I was like, something was really good with.
As you're lighting it, you should say, oh, my God.
Yes. What were you going to say, though, when I talked about the Canadian president? You said, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Like, how many opportunities as a white person have you had to be in blackface? I just don't understand why these people, it's just, I did blackface, but that has never come up in my life once.
Never.
Hey, we got a picnic. Yeah, you guys want to do blackface? Maybe take out some camcorders and videotape it.
The only time I could have done blackface and I didn't was when I was 10 years old and I could have done Eddie Murphy Raw and I could have gotten that's when I had hair and I would have wore the leather suit. But I've never
like a talent show?
Yeah, or like, you know, yeah, I mean,
what time is it, guys? What time is it?
It is 5:01.
Oh my God, how can it be that? It's 5:01 your time.
Oh, yeah.
I missed the meeting. No, it's 2:01. Why is this person calling me? It's 2:01 my time. I have a meeting. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. We could wrap up.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I just can't see it.
Now I'm back.
There you go.
Let's wrap this up.
Dude, that's a bit. How many opportunities as a white person have you had to be in blackface? Dude, that's a bit. That's because it's so true.
I don't understand how all of these guys getting powers are. Oh, this one time I did blackface. It's like, how does that even come up? I've been white my whole life. No one's ever said, hey, you guys want to do blackface tonight? Maybe videotape ourselves?
Dude, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right. Yeah, there he is. That's the president of Canada, Mr. fucking, you know.
He did it twice. He did it once to dress up like Aladdin or some shit, and then he did it again in a different.
And here's the thing: Aladdin wasn't in black. Yeah. I don't know.
Fucking weird. It's weird.
Yeah, no.
You know, people are weird.
Well, no, it makes you think that when people go hard with the stuff they're doing, when people go extra hard with the stuff they're doing, they got skeletons in the closet. They're hiding shit, dude. That's why any fucking comic who is overly super clean, they're either fucking angry. There's something in there, dude. I always felt like that. It's like, oh, that guy drinks and throws shit in his fucking living room.
Dude, I hate to jump off. I got to jump off because I got this.
No,
meeting,
I
right?
get it, man. We run long anyway. So, all right, guys, this has been episode number 48. Anything better? We will be back next week. Go to paulvirzi.com. All my stuff. Tampa, Florida, Austin, Texas, Rhode Island. You guys can see it all there. Go to billburr.com for Bill's dates. Check out the Virzi Effect podcast, Monday Morning Podcast. That is it. We will see you guys on episode 49. We are out of here.